What a day this has been. A man is dead and a woman is injured after going shopping. There was a shooting inside a grocery store, the Giant, right there in Northwest Baltimore.
WMER2 News' Ray Strickland has the details on what led up to the shooting and who pulled the trigger.
What we know so far is that there was a fight inside of this Giant grocery store you see behind me before the shooting started. One person who was inside saw it take place and told us off camera it was between three people. The details are very limited after that, but police did confirm an armed security guard working at the store shot two of them, killing one. Police cruisers and crime scene tape surrounded a Giant grocery store in Northwest Baltimore following a deadly shooting inside.
It's sad. It's very sad.
Baltimore police say it happened around 4:30 p.m. at the store's location in the 6600 block of Reisterstown Road.
I must say that it's scary.
Bertha Anderson was working at a nearby jewelry store in the shopping plaza when it all went down.
Afraid because it's just so close.
Investigators tell us there was a fight inside of the Giant before an armed security guard working at the store shot a man and a woman. Both of them were taken to an area hospital where the man later died.
That's insane.
Sangela Williams was getting her nails done a few businesses down and was shocked to learn about what happened. She says she gets her groceries at the same Giant.
I could have been in there.
Anderson says the violence is getting out of control.
It's so many. I mean, every day it's shooting. And I also heard it was another shooting over at Security Mall earlier today. So it's just too much.
Yeah, sister, man. It's a boomer, man. I often say nobody's woker than a black boomer, man. Especially if they upper the middle class. So like this woman seems like the way she speaks, the way she looks, she doesn't seem like, a hood booger. Those are the wokest people on the planet. Besides white liberals. This is the stand that you left us, man. This is y'all legacy. Y'all left us this, man. We didn't create this. We was born into this, man. Family of man killed inside Giant calls for security guard to be charged in his death. Wow. This is the brother. Sharp brother, man. Look like he down with the Nation of Islam. Waves on fleet, my man. Yeah. Waves on Pacific Ocean. His waves is on Wild World. Wow. The family of a man killed inside of a Giant grocery store last week in Northwest Baltimore is demanding justice as they call for murder charges against the security guard who shot him. The shooting claimed the life of Nicholas Lee, 24, a young father who's been described as a talented singer and guitarist. Lee's cousin, Patricia Watson, also said he devoted his time at a local mosque to help lead young black men on the right path. God, dog. It just comes at you from so many angles. It's like you do a story, the guy who got killed by the security guard, fighting with a security guard in the grocery store. He was devoted to leading young black men on the right path. He was just a very helpful person, she said. Watson said Lee was non-confrontational and the type of person who did not seek trouble. It's why their family can't understand why the armed security guard chose to shoot and kill him after the dispute, she says, started over a t-shirt. He was putting on his shirt. The security guard, I guess, wanted him to put it on faster, and that wasn't enough for him. So wait a second. He was putting on his t-shirt. So he didn't have a shirt on, and he came in the store. So he had a mask on, because you got to wear a mask, right? So he had a mask on, but no shirt. The guard was like, something ain't adding up, but that doesn't mean that that's not what happened. But he was putting on his t-shirt. The security guard, I guess, wanted him to put it on faster. That wasn't enough for him. From all accounts we are hearing, the security guard followed him to the back of the store and just engaging. Baltimore police said there was a physical altercation that led up to the shooting, which ended with the guard shooting Lee and his girlfriend. She also said it happened in front of his young child. The baby's stroller was literally covered in blood. 8 days after Lee's death, the family is still searching for definitive answers on what happened. So far, Watson said, they've had to rely on his girlfriend and other people who witnessed the shooting because police have not released additional details surrounding this. So they're going to blame the police for this. You can't blame the police for this one. This was a security guard at the grocery store, man. Your loved one got shot by a security guard at the grocery store, man. Police ain't got nothing to do with this. We got to stop letting people. The police are trying to find out what happened. At the end of the day, if the security guard's in a fight with two people, he gets to pull out his gun and use it. Watson said she was told the security guard worked for the bank inside the store. So the security guard didn't even work. He worked for the bank. How do you get in the altercation? Maybe you're going to the bank I don't know. Maybe they were going to the bank inside the store. We don't have any closure. We don't have any way to begin to heal because we don't know exactly what happened. She said the deadly shooting could have been easily avoided and believes the guard should be arrested and charged for his role in Lee's death. For it to happen in the back of the store, that means you decided to follow him and continue whatever was going on. Well, here's the thing. If the security guard is telling you to leave the premises and you walk to the back of the store, that's why I tell you, young brothers, you got to learn how to follow directions. Leave the premises means leave the premises. It don't mean walk to the back of the store and expect the person who's in charge of securing the place to not come with you. Okay? So leave the premises means leave the premises. For it to happen in the back of the store, that means you decided to follow him and continue whatever was going on. The security guard could have stopped, she said. Watson also said security companies need to make policy changes to ensure their employees receive better training. We always asking for better training. Why not blame the gun? Like they do in 1,000 of 2,000 shootings that happen every year in Baltimore with their sons. Let's just call it gun violence. The security guys got to carry guns. It's just unfortunate part of the game. Gun violence. Too many guns because you need security guards. So you need security guards. So it's too much crime because you need security guards. And security guards got to carry guns. In Baltimore, security guards got to carry guns. He got in a fight and he had a gun. Like these security guards are not concealing their gun. Their gun is on their hip. You can see it. So for you to get in a fight with the security guard while he's got his gun on him that you can clearly see, that's a better question. I don't want to see diversity training and all this stuff for security guards, man. This is an unfortunate incident. And if the security guard is wrong, hold him accountable. But ain't no better training, man. I was a security guard, as you guys know, at Pentagon City in Washington, D.C. and Beltway Plaza. Well, Pentagon City's in Arlington, but, you know, it's right outside of D.C. Beltway Plaza in Greenbelt, Maryland. And we didn't have guns. We was just mall security. But I can see why security guards carry guns. Trust me.
Family of a man killed by an armed security guard inside of a giant grocery store last week is calling for murder charges.
WMER2 News' Ray Strickland reports on why the family believes the deadly encounter could have ended differently.
The family of 24-year-old Nick Lee says police have yet to tell them exactly what led to his death. They've had to rely on people who were there. His cousin says they're growing frustrated with the lack of answers, and also why police have yet to hold the shooter accountable. The family of 24-year-old Nick Lee says he was a father and a talented singer, a man who also devoted his time at a local mosque to help lead young black men on the right path.
He was just a very helpful person.
Patricia Watson says her cousin wasn't the type of person to seek trouble, but one who would walk away from it. That's why their family can't understand why an armed security guard chose to shoot and kill him after a dispute she says started over a t-shirt.
He was putting on his shirt. The security guard wanted him to put it on as faster, and that wasn't enough for him. So the security guard, from all the cops that we're hearing, the security guard followed him to the back of the store and just engaging.
Is she in the bathroom? She in the bathroom doing the interview? But whatever. Seems like a very nice woman. I often look at family members or people representing the person who's either been killed or is getting arrested. It gives you a good insight into the person's, character, who they're surrounded by. And this woman seems like a very nice, very well-spoken, very reasonable woman. I'm not getting any hood rat vibes off her or anything like that. So I'm inclined to believe that the gentleman might have been everything that they're saying he was. Which makes this even more confusing. Like, was it just that natural inclination that brothers have to, resist cops and disrespect cops? Because one thing the Nation of Islam teaches you is discipline. And teaches you accountability. So was it just maybe a aggressive security guard going above and beyond the call of duty, and this brother being like, nah, man, and then just natural, instead of just, humbling himself in this moment. And I'm sure this brother didn't think this was going to be a situation that was going to lead to his death. Especially being from Baltimore. Being 24 and from Baltimore. He doesn't think he's going to a giant and going to die. He ain't thinking that. So it's just true. I'd like to know what you guys think in the comment section.
He was putting on his shirt. The security guard wanted him to put it on as faster, and that wasn't enough for him. So the security guard, from all the cops that we're hearing, the security guard followed him to the back of the store and just engaging.
Baltimore police say a physical altercation led up to the shooting where the security guard shot Lee and his girlfriend. It happened inside of a giant grocery store on Reisterstown Road in northwest Baltimore. Watson says the security guard was working for the bank inside. She also says the shooting happened in front of his young child.
The baby stroller was literally covered in blood.
8 days after Lee's death, the family is still searching for definitive answers on what happened. So far, Watson says they've had to rely on his girlfriend and other people who witnessed the shooting because police have not released any additional details surrounding his death.
We don't have any closure. We we don't have any way to even begin to heal because we don't know exactly what happened.
The family is now demanding justice and calling for the guard to be charged with murder.
For it to happen in the back of the store, that means you decided to follow him and continue